Yeah. What it do, yeah? It's your brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that ROD pod. For those that don't know who I am Him Jones, the NBIC. And as you guys can see, it's the top of the top. And this is when I come out to give you the knowledge, the message to set your soul, your family, yourself, and everything around you free. You know what we here to do. We here to uprise, uplift, and give proper righteous directions to all the El Kebula and kidnaps all across the world. But you, of course, you know we got to give honor and thanks to the creators, to the ancestors, to the El Kebula and deities that hover over us, that's waiting for us to get intact so we can get our land back. And that's a damn fact. Round of applause for that. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Yeah. You know, like I said, man, it's the top of the top. I decided to have a conversation with you guys. And before I have this conversation, let me play this video for you so we can dive into this.
The car pulled up and 4 Caucasians got out and they shot him. After they shot him and he laid in that ground, they told his brother shut the f and call the ambulance. And then he put his vest on and flaunted it. The sweetest love. That young man was sweet and loving. Like,
so let me start off by sending my condolences. May the ancestors have mercy, protected, you know what I'm saying, guide him, and allow him to make that transition to the other side. You know, we don't die, we multiply, forever alive. Are you dumb or are you dumb? But why I wanted to start off with this video, because I wanted to just expound on what I'm about to say right now. And what I'm about to say is the facts, not the truth, because there's no truth on this earth. But the facts. The fact of the matter is, they don't like you. They will never stop killing you until you, me, us, the El Kebula and kidnaps, stop calling on their gods. As long as you're calling on their gods and you're following their ways, you're following their literatures, their ideologies, their philosophies, you're following what they told you, they will forever be killing you. Because they know that there will be no penalties behind the actions and the foolishness that they do. Because there's no protection of the El Kebula kidnaps. And the reason why there's no protection of the El Kebula kidnap is because we traded in our protection for their interjections. We traded in our protection for their interjections. Okay? We've lost ourselves. We don't stand on nothing. There's absolutely not a single El Kebula kidnap right here, right now, that can show me traditions and customs of old. Even if you could take it as far back as slavery, we can't even do that. You understand? This killing won't stop until we stop. Do you want to stop? That's the question. Do you want to stop? Or do you want to remain in part of their campaign until you get smoked out like cocaine? You understand? Do you? Because if you really want this police violence to stop, this economic racism, the financial gap, if you want all of these things to come to a complete end, you have to stop getting on your knees and calling on their gods. You have to stop believing the stories that came with these people. None of it is true. And if any information that you trying to present to me that's being presented to me as a source of validation, there's nothing to be validated when it's coming from them. We are at the point right now where we need a master reset, bro. I've been saying this for years. We need a massive reset. We have to reset the minds of the El Kebule kidnaps because the mind and the spine is being controlled by the other kind. And their main objective is to destroy you and I. They are here to destroy. The only reason why they don't go full force is because they can't sustain the earth. Okay? I don't care what anybody tells me. Europeans was never designed to rule the earth. Because they are in these positions, you see the condition of humanity. And me personally, I believe, and I'm just saying for me, I believe that they lost control. I believe that everything that they had planned went left. And now they on a F it campaign. F it. Let's make our money. Everything is about money. Let's make our money. Let's see how much investment, how much assets we can get out of this shipment, this sell, this product. At this point right now, how I'm seeing it, we're literally just walking, talking guinea pigs. How did we become from human beings to guinea pigs? How did we become kings and queens to guinea pigs? How did we become powerful people? We show we show the power. We show what we possess. But what's going on to keep us less? Is it the fact that they want you to be less? Be less of who you are? Is it that? Or is it everything together? Be less, be blows, Allah, Quran, all of these things, all of these stuff is what's stopping the El Kebulans from rising. Is what's allowing them to spin the block. You heard what she said? You heard what she said? Regular plain clothes, gun him down, put his uniform on, and brag. When is this gonna stop? And they said, hurry up and call the police, call the ambulance. Why? Because they know there's nothing going to happen. You see, back in the days, I can't even say back in the days. No, yeah, I can't say back in the days. See, back in the days, when they did stuff to us, we did stuff right back. Now, history has displayed this image of us, right? See, when you go look into the El Kebulan slavery, when you look into that, you will see that it was thousands, and I repeat, thousands of rebellions. There's over 500 rebellions that's recorded, and there's thousands more that they didn't record intentionally to prevent you guys from ever having the courage to rebel. Okay? Now, again, this rebellion that you guys don't know nothing about, this rebellion was going on for a very long time. See, these are the rebellions that they don't talk about. Yeah, we got the Nat Turner. Yeah, we got the Louvertures and Jean-Jacques. We got that. We got that. But there was so much rebel that was going on in Detroit. So much rebels that was going on in Mississippi. So much rebels going on in North Carolina. There was rebellions going on every week, every month. When you read the stories, the documentations, the things that we did, the things that they did as retaliation, okay? Like, these people was really ruthless, bro. They was really ruthless, bro. I'm talking about whatever inhumane thing you can think in your mind, these niggas did it to us. Whatever inhumane thing you can think in your mind, these niggas did it to us. And why now, when you process this inhumane behavior, Process that. Then ask yourself, how do people that has such an inhumane mentality do such inhumane shit is the same people now gonna tell you to come serve this God that we gave you? The people that did the most inhumane shit to humans are now spinning the block. Right? You know you forever the ops. So they spin in the block and they come back and they come back and they came back with a Jesus, bro. They came back with a Allah. They came back with a Quran. They came back with a fucking Biblos. And they said that this is what you must follow if you want my barbarian behavior to come to an end. This is what you must follow. If you want your daughter to live to see 17, to live to see 5, to live to see 12, you must follow this right here. If you want your family to remain together, you must follow this right here. Now, I got to say it like this for you guys to really see and feel what I'm saying. Because all of this, listen, all this prayer, all these commandments, all of this, they have yet to show anything that allow us to be back on top, or at least put a level of protection over the El Kebula kidnaps. Don't tell me, oh, the Bible says, you only supposed to worry about yourself. You can't save everybody, etc., 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 etc. But doesn't the Bible also say, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do, for they don't know what they're doing? Isn't forgiveness supposed to be there? Isn't forgiveness supposed to be there, knowing that the circumstances that they are in at this particular moment of time in life is because of the God that's in your book? Because according to your book, the God put us here because of disobedience. But if they have listen, Abraham said, show me 3 righteous men and I will save all humanity. We got over 50,000 Israelites worldwide, and yet that's still not enough to allow the angels or whoever, the Michael and whatever bullshit that these niggas is telling you, it still doesn't allow them to come down to protect us. When has Jesus become the true mediator between us and death? Why is there children dying with cancer? Why is the God-fearing, Christian believing, going to church on Sunday, Saturday, Sabbath keeping, why are all of these people suffering the way that they do? Why are we exiting this world the way that we are, knowing that we wasn't supposed to be like this, especially if we was told that if you follow me, you shall live. If you follow me, your death will be harmless, it will be peaceful, it'll be this, it'll be that. It's never that, bro. It's never that. Let me play another video for you guys. Let me play another one. Look at this. Look at this. You want to know why they keep killing us? You want to see what their gods is doing to us? Look at this.
And our sisters, the babies as well. We killing our brothers. They poison the well. Destroy the self-image. We settle the fair. I'm gonna make sure that the real.
Hold on. Let's see if I can mute this audio. I'm going to mute the audio on my end because I don't want to hear no copyrights. But if you see this, I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me play that again. Why am I playing this, Jones? Why am I playing this? How the heck do you expect people to respect you, fear you, have a level, have a level of uh, um animosity towards you when shit like this is on the internet? When stuff like this is on the internet, how do you expect these people to respect you? How do you expect their ancestors to stand next to you? How do you expect the Alkebulans kidnaps to stand by you? How? Look where we gotten. Look how broken we have become, Alkebulan. AKs. Where my AKs at? Look how broken we have become. Mothers don't want to be mothers no more. Women don't want to be mothers, but want to do motherly stuff, right? Having sex is a motherly act. I don't think women understand that. Having sex is a motherly act because what you're saying to the universe is that you're prepared to be fruitful and multiply and produce children on this earth. That's what you're telling the universe when you open your legs. All of this pleasure when we just having sex just to have sex, y'all gotta stop because I'm telling you this right now. I'm telling you this right now. The ancestors has unleashed everything. These heathens, these demons has unleashed everything. Listen, out in Jamaica right now, there's over 30,000 people that's HIV positive. Out in Houston right now, there's thousands of people. I think it was like 18,000 that's HIV positive. Right here in New York. Hold on. Everybody's catching HIV. Where's that? Where's that coming from? Huh? Oh, you did it for your job. You know, I get it. I understand. I feel you. You did it. You did it because you had no choice. Who's gonna take care of your family? I get it. I understand. I understand. But I'm telling you, the universe is doing the cleansing and the cleaning right now. The universe. When your Bible told you that 2/3 of the earth will be destroyed, you're witnessing it right now. The 2/3 that you guys are seeing that's destroyed are those that's fully invested into religion. I gave you guys a whole breakdown. Somewhere down the YouTube, go down the YouTube playlist, you will find. I did the whole breakdown. Literally showed you the 2/3. Who's going to survive? The 2/3 that's being destroyed. Let me show you how to do the calculations for those that's just a little slow. Let me give you a little education, quick, fast. You do the you take the process, you take the number, you take the number of people that you have in the world. So right now, they're saying we got 6 billion, right? Then you divide that by all those that subscribe to all the religion. Right? So if there's 6 billion, right, and it's 2/3, then you know that the mass majority of people that's in religion will be in approximately 3 to I say 4 billion people. So these are the amount of people that's into religion that's going to be destroyed. People is thinking when you hear the word destroy means destruction there. So God is coming and is going to bring wrath and then that's it. No. With 2/3 is going to be destroyed. It's mean 2/3 is going to be destroyed from who they are. Their identity and everything about them is gonna be lost forever, destroyed, gone. They won't know who they are. They won't know where they dwell. You won't know where in Africa, El Kebulan, you come from. You won't know nothing. You are destroyed, and you will remain destroyed because you continue calling on their gods. So when you see stuff like this, right? When you see stuff like this, I'm gonna keep bringing it back so you guys can keep seeing it, right? Newborn, okay? I'm gonna give you guys a personal testimony of a situation like this. So I would say back in 2025, let's say back in 2011, right? We for those that don't know, I used to do what I do, right? And a lot of times my mans used to come and be like, yo, Jones, yo, boom, 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 yo, you got something, I need something quick, fast. And I got some things with me. All right, cool. So on this occasion, right? And now this is my man's man. So, my man's mans, I let them come through. We come to the crib, whatnot. So, we all in the crib, we chilling, whatnot. And there was a female that, one of the things that came with son. And, we chopping it up and, she sees that. She's like, oh, cause my son was upstairs and all that. So she like, oh, yo, you got a son? She's like, yeah. I was like, yeah. She was like, you don't let him come down and like be around. I was like, nah, that's not a place for him. Why would I allow my son to be in a room full of smoke, full of people? You know what I'm saying? That's not my son's. And at that time, my son was like, what, 5? You know what I'm saying? My son was born in 2005, so I say 2010. My son is like 5. Like, what my son 5-year-old doing amongst, you know what I'm saying, pure evil and wickedness, right? And ignorance. You know what she told me? She was like, oh, man, I just lost my baby. And I'm thinking she lost it because something happened. She was like, yeah, when my baby was born, I used to do what we doing now. I should just be in the crib. And you know what I'm saying? I didn't know smoking around a baby can kill a baby. I was like, what? Is that what you said? I looked at my son. I was like, yo, bro, don't ever bring this chick around me ever again in your life, my nigga. Like, never, ever in your life. Like, what? But, and at that time I was still, I was conscious enough, but I was very more ignorant, if that makes sense. I was conscious, but more ignorant. So seeing that, hearing that, and then seeing Shorty, because even that, you know what I'm saying, even the way she was explaining it looked like it was in a level of concern. Like it was no sorrow. It was no guilt. It was no nothing. It was just nothing. It was just, like, yeah, it is what it is, roll up. Like, nah, you ain't touching this weed. Like, baby girl, you gotta go somewhere else. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And my mans knew that. He was like, yo, June, I'll be back. The way he did. And, he kept that over there. And I was like, yo, keep that there. You know what I'm saying? And I never seen Shorty again. And I'm fine with that. You feel me? But I will never forget what she told me. She was doing exactly what you seeing right here with this lady. Literally. She said she came out the hospital. She said she came out the hospital. She remember, because you in labor, you can't do nothing. So she was like, oh, I needed a smoke, and literally got home, baby like this, sat the baby down smoking. Like literally, the whole house was infested with smoke, and then the baby died. Facts. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? But this is the behavior that we on, guys. This is the shit that we on. This is what the El Kebulan kidnaps is doing now. This is what we're doing. And then when we get gunned down, we run into their church, we're burying them in their church, and then we're marching, asking for solutions. My Wiz just had a situation yesterday in the park with my little man. She told me, yo, listen, I don't even want to talk about it because it's going to get both of us agitated. But just know that, you know, the Wiz is on my type of time, bro. I promise you when I tell you she's on my type of time, bro. We're not here to hit. We're not trying to hit none of that, bro. And listen, if anybody would tell you, see, a lot of you guys thinking that I'm just this on the internet, bro. I'm really like this in real life, bro. Really like this in real life. Really, really like this. I have absolutely no filter and absolutely no care on how somebody feels, especially when I know that I'm right, especially when I know that you're wrong. Oh, there's no filter fish. No. But let me play another video for you guys. I want to play another video. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Hold on. Why is it not playing? I bet you gotta load. I promise you it gotta load. Are you dumb? Oh, I didn't even put it in. My bad, guys. I thought I did. My bad, guys. I want to play this video for y'all. Look at this.
They told us we were free, then sold us to the ballot box. Every 4 years, they show up with smiles and slogans. But when the votes are counted, they vanish. Our neighborhoods stay broken. Our schools stay defunded. Our voices ignored. We traded chains for check boxes and called it progress. Meanwhile, they use our loyalty to fund their silence, to pass policies that hurt us while claiming to represent us. Voting without power is just performance, and every system knows how to use a performance until we demand.
Did you just hear what he said? He said voting without power is just performance. Oh my jeez, hold on. It's my phone. Oh my jeez. Hold on, guys. Hold on. God damn. Voting without power is just a performance. Yo, let's run that back. I'm sorry, guys. We got to run that back.
Their silence, to pass policies that hurt us while claiming to represent us. Voting without power is just performance, and every system knows how to use a performance until we demand more than a speech. The cost of our vote will always be our future.
She didn't sell her soul. They bought it. Before she ever knew it was hers, they handed her a 360 deal with chains dressed up as diamond necklaces. Her image, manufactured, her lyrics, filtered, her power, silenced. She can rap about sex, pain, and money. But never truth, never revolution, never freedom. Because the moment she tries to uplift her people, she's muted, blacklisted, replaced.
Hold on. Let me just throw a little something out there. You see, she said you can talk about pain, money, drugs, sex, right? You also listen. If I'm lying, I'm flying. You also can talk about religion too. You got all these Christian rappers, right? You got Frank, whatever this nigga name is, Frank Kirkland, Frank, whatever. He's a singer. You know what I'm saying? You can do everything, but speak the facts. You see, when I show you things like this, it's just to let you know that what you perceive to be your strength is literally your weakness. It's their strength that makes you weak. You're still not waking up. Don't listen to the people that's telling you that these niggas ain't allowed to change everything, because that's God's word and the devil can't change everything. Nigga, what you mean they can't change everything? Nigga, don't you see society? How much changing do you need to see for you to realize that these niggas done jacked up the entire script, bro? How much more? How much violence do you need to see in your community for you to see that these people is jacking up everything? Huh? Huh? How much of this you wants to see? How much of this you need to see for you to realize that these people is jacked up everything? The devil changed everything. How much more of this do you need to see? Huh, Capulet? To all my AKs, make it make sense to me. Huh? How much more do you need to see for you to realize something is keeping us in this box? What's this box? You know what this box is? This box is a spiritual coffin that you niggas are placed in that prevents you from tapping in to anything that's gonna allow you to win. They need you to be in a state of conscious lostness so you can believe that if I don't do this, then I'm committing sin. And if I'm committing sin, then God won't let me win. And if I can't win, then I won't go play at the gym because God said I'm living in sin. What is sin? What is sin? Nobody knew what sin was until these niggas came with it. Al Capulet, they know what sin was until these niggas came with it. Okay? Sin came along with the Abrahamic religion. Prove me wrong. Judgment came with the Abrahamic religion. Prove me wrong. When I speak to the El Kebulan people and I ask about heaven and hell, these niggas is telling me, say, the first thing, yo, stop believing this mystical story, bro. First thing. Second thing, stop talking all of this commandment stuff, bro. These things was brutally forced upon us. No, you can't say you are awoken and you're trying to gather brothers and sisters back to the origin of our existence, but you're using the same tools that allowed us, that divided us in the first place. Now you're waking us up, right? These niggas is waking us up, but it's under the guidelines of what they need you to be, right? Oh, we're woken up, but this is who we are. According to the Biblos. So you're telling me a plagiarized book, stories that has not been proven, locations and maps, etc., that was converted in the 1700s, rewritten, renamed, relocated, they put in dots and pieces everywhere. Now you're telling me the niggas that put the dots and the pieces everywhere are not going to be the ones that's going to provide you with the facts about you and who you are and where you come from? So they're going to give you just enough information to let you know that you are an Israelite, but they can't show you the day in light exactly where you come from when they change your life. Huh? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Huh? A bunch of people that stole your identity, changed your name. You can't find absolutely nothing tied to your actual self, right? You can't trace your lineage, your genealogy, the DNA, your genome makeup, your blood strain. You can't trace this back. Now, y'all can't even trace it back 300 years. But you're telling me that these niggas gave you a book that's now you're able to trace yourself back thousands of years. You can't trace yourself back 300 years. Some of you niggas can't even trace yourself back 150 years. But yet, you're going to tell me that these niggas that remove you from ever even tracing 300 years back of who you are now giving you information for you to trace yourself back 5,000 years ago. You get weirdos like Ron Dalton that comes on here. Yeah, I said it. You're a weirdo. You get weirdos like Ron Dalton who comes on these platforms telling brothers and sisters you are a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe, or et cetera, right? And then the nigga's gonna go into DNA. And I love it. See, these niggas know who to talk to. They can't talk to people like me. They can't, because I'm going to ask the question. And that goes to anybody. If you're saying that the true Israelites is E1B1, right? E1B1. The only way you're able to prove that they are E1B1, you must first present a body of an Israelite that came out of the Biblos. And then you take that substance, whether it's hair follicles, whether it's teeth, boogers, toenails, pubic hair, whatever. You take it, you grab what you need to grab, and then you grab a regular El Kebulan kidnap, I don't care where it's at, and you match them. Nobody's able to do that. Everybody's understanding is literally based on what they tell you. Whatever they tell us is what we have to believe. And I'm not living my life like that no more. I'm not putting these niggas in high pedestals. These niggas are beneath me. I move like that in real life. Listen, yesterday I'm driving. I'm in the rich Russian mafia. So you know these niggas feel entitled to do what they want to do. These niggas backed up traffic because they want to double park to go get some goddamn hamburgers. So everybody's slowing down. So I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on. As I get closer, I see what it is. I said, oh, I'm grilling every single one of them. I wish one of them would say something to me, because I'm gonna put my window down and I'm gonna call them a piece of shit in their language. Haskash. Okay? Use a husky haskash, nigga. Heck is wrong with you? You and your husky Haskash self. You and your husky Kaskash women. You and your husky Kaskash car where you live. All you niggas could kiss my ass. Nobody ain't scared of that. Money don't make nothing over here, bro. If you ain't survived what we survived, if you ain't been through what we been through, okay? There's not a single European that can tell me shit, nigga. Okay? Anybody that survived inhumane conditions, and we survive and we standing right here, we the last of the Mohicans, nigga. You can't tell us nothing. Move to the side. Are you crazy? That's the type of time we gotta be on, bro. I don't hold them to high regards the way that you guys do. I don't get their books and be like, look. I'll read it and I'll be like, interesting. I ask my wife, I'll be like, yo, babe, look at this right here. Read this. She'd be like, wow. And that's it. That's it. I've never given these people all this accolades and high regards. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see black people, for example, referring to these Arab niggas, right? Like and they be saying things like, damn, what's the terminology that they use? Damn, it slipped my mind. It's just a greetings, like a royal greetings that these niggas is calling these Arabs, your highliness and this and that. Man, you will never hear me calling these. You're never calling these people. If I seen the demon Elizabeth right now and she told me to get on my knees, I would have been like, bitch, you crazy. They'd be like, remove him. I'm never in my life, nigga, ever. You think I'm gonna gather all this information that I'm getting of what they've done to my people, and you think that I'm gonna sit here? You think I'm going to sit here? Matter of fact, let me show you something. So you can understand what I'm talking about. Because you guys be tweaking. Hold on. Let me see if it was my mans that sent me this. No, it wasn't him. Hold on. Let me show this. Elizabeth. Let me show you this. Let me show you this. Look at this. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me download this. I'm going to download it so you guys can see it directly. Why not? Let me show you this. It's going to be real quick. Don't worry. Let me show you this. Niggas is crazy. I don't hold these people to high regards, man. I've never in my life have ever held a European in high regard. I treat them, I see them all the same. I'm me personally, I'm cordial, respectful. I don't come out my face. I don't step on toes. I've never lived my life. I come from a royal household. I come from dignity, respect. I still carry that. So I've never stepped in on nobody's toes. But I've always remembered what you are and what you're capable of. I will never forget that. Ever. Okay? We're gonna pause this right here. I wanna pause this. Let me move this to the side because I want you guys to see this video. Y'all niggas is crazy. Y'all niggas is crazy. Y'all niggas is crazy. You can't tell me, you guys can't tell me y'all producing children and you still keeping this behavior being lost in the source. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas is crazy. Let me show you. Let me play this video for y'all. Oh, I gotta share my screen. Hold on. Let me share my screen. Share screen. Share my screen with you guys. You niggas done got me all jacked up. My niggas is tweaking. My niggas is tweaking. Hold on. Pull this up. My niggas is tweaking. Bring it like this. Let me play this for y'all. Let me play this for y'all. Watch this. I'll go unmute this right here. Like a bunch of chicken. Oh, y'all niggas is crazy? Oh, y'all crazy? Do you see this? Let me run that back. Let me run that back. Are you serious? Y'all for real? Y'all for real? Remember, she can trace her lineage back to King James. She can trace her lineage back to King James. She can trace her lineage back to the tribe of Judah. King James said he was a tribe of Judah too, right? Could trace their lineage back. And for all you dumb niggas that want to run around talking about King James was black, riddle me that. Riddle me this so I can riddle you that. If he's black, then how come we can't see no pictures of his family members? He's black. You niggas got all the pictures of the black Jesus, the black Madonna. You got everything. Everything. But nobody can show me King James' black mother, black father. This is royal prestige people, powerful people. That's no longer here. Powerful people that's no longer here. That was so powerful that the man authorized a book so powerful that it's gonna be in everybody's household. Muslims got the Bible in their house. But you telling me you're unable to provide me a picture of his family? You're gonna show me a black and white picture and says that this is a black man, but yet he got a Caesar haircut. He got straight hair and a long ass pointy nose, and you're gonna say that that's a black man? You got it. You got it. You got it. I know. You got it. You got it. You got it. I just wanted to just play that for you guys one time for the one time. But you got it though. You know. Jews be wildin'. Right here. Let's finish playing this video because I'm about to
They
leave.
don't want her to liberate young girls. They want her to keep them blind. This isn't just music. It's a script. And she's trapped on stage, wearing diamonds, with no voice.
They never freed us. They just found new ways.
Okay? You was never free. They would never give you anything to be free. Everything is about having control over you. These niggas, listen, let me tell you something. The reason why they demonize so-called black magic is because they can't control it. They don't have no power over it. It does not resonate with their DNA. So they got to demonize it. They're going to give you Christianity. They're going to give you Islam. They're going to give you all these religions. Why? Because they can control it. They can control it. They can manipulate it. They can put something in the scriptures and then go into the machine in Alaska and play with the heart machine and make the sky turn red. These niggas control it all, bro. And you guys are still sleeping, trying to figure out what the heck is going on. What's going on is you lost yourself. When the Bible said it shouldn't say my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. It should say you niggas is destroyed for a lack of knowledge. It should say directly like that. You niggas is destroyed. And you trying to find reasons to continue holding on to a story that you can't prove. All these niggas is talking all of this tough talk, but can't prove nothing. You can't prove it. Prove it. Don't tell me a map and a location. Because if you tell me a map and a location, I'm going to kindly ask you, who put this map together? Is any of these places that you see on this map, is any of it in Alkebulan language? Okay? Mambri is English. It's not South African. So how does an English name location end up in South Africa? When you find that, you let me know. All of these areas around us, bro, all these areas around us is literally by these niggas, bro. Don't you see that? They will never, ever, 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 ever give us anything to liberate us, elevate us, give us our true salvation. Because listen, they can live and survive without our service, bro. I repeat, they can't live nor survive without our services. This is the only reason why they tolerate us. This is the only reason why they deal with us. This is the only reason. Trust me, I promise you, if the world can be so beautiful without us and it's just them, I promise you they will do everything in their power to ensure that that happens. But they can't. Central Park, the only reason why it looks so beautiful is because the niggas is cleaning it up. The Mexicans is cleaning it up. The richer they are, the dirtier they are. Yeah. So you want to know why we're dying? Why they're not going to stop killing us? They will never stop killing us until we stop calling on their gods. Stop believing their stories. Stop believing their ideologies. Turn off their radio. Turn off their YouTube. Turn it off. Turn it off. Anything that's going to compromise who you are as an Al-Kebulan kidnap, turn it off. Disconnect yourself from it. It's going to be okay. Turn off the religion. Turn off TD Snakes. Creflo took all your dollars. Turn these niggas off. Turn all these niggas off. Anybody that's coming forth and bringing forth some level of religion, turn it off. There's no salvation. There's no salvation. It's all about separation, mental lostness, mental hallucination. You're hallucinating, bro. You're insane. You're mentally corrupt. I'm going to give you a podcast and I'm going to title it, Education is the Kryptonite to Religion. We're going to talk about that. But with that being said, people, it's your brother man from the motherland. Came to you guys live once again. Forgive me for, I be going off. I be going off because I gotta represent and talk about the real Holocaust. And we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. The real Holocaust, the true Holocaust. Tomorrow's about Friday, definitely. Matter of fact, might just be December. December. You hear me? I still can't get this El Kebulan European nonsense out my mind, right? But we're gonna talk about for the verdict, we're gonna talk about the real Holocaust, the El Kebulan Holocaust that these niggas want to put under the bridge, under the bus, and act like it doesn't exist, but want to tell me about a fictional story of their situation. And I'm going to call it what it is because I have all the information. The only reason why I don't bring it out because I'm on these niggas' platforms and these niggas, I promise you, listen, the same way they shut down my Twitter, the same way they shut down my TikTok when I posted the video where your man Drake got sausage and mayonnaise all on his mouth and face. When I posted that, these niggas took my stuff down. Like literally terminated my entire thing. Had to recreate a whole new app. Because Drake, he's a K-Czar. He's their puppet. He's their baby. You know what I'm saying? And they all do what they do. Oh, and I'm working on something right now. It's called the exposure of the K-Czars. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. But that's gonna be on Rumble. And another thing that's gonna be on Rumble, I'm gonna show you how these people are contaminating us with this water. I got the tool. Where's that? Oh damn! I left it in the kitchen. But I got the tool. And yeah, just know that the New York water is not what it is. I'll leave it as that. But with that being said, people, it's your brother man from the motherland. Came to you guys live. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Share this with your friends and your family. I know a lot of you guys are mad and upset every time Junes come on here, and I keep my foot on your stories, and I show you the contradictions, and I prove to you that whoever you're listening to and believing in, and all these stories, all of it is lies, hypocrisies, division, and control. I know y'all get mad, but hey, somebody got to do it. And definitely want to give a shout out to the big bro. Give a shout out to the big bro for the awakening. Because if it wasn't for you, it would not allow me to see the Biblos for what it really is. So round of applause for that. Round of applause. Appreciate it, bro. Means a lot to me. Because when I was feeling that, I was feeling like this even when I was with the Hebrew stuff. I was feeling like that. I was like, yo, this don't make sense. Oh, okay. But then when it's time to present righteousness and you get the total opposite, it just lets you know, oh, okay, this is just another facade. And then right here, the biggest facade, the biggest one. Because the worst thing you could ever do to a nigga like me is tell me that Africa is the holy land of the Biblos. Because I already know the Biblos. From front to back, top to bottom, I already know it. So when you navigate me to Africa and I get to speak to Africans, to the El Kebulans, to the AKs, oh, you know June's gonna let it spray. Bang, 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 bang. And I'ma holler at y'all. One.